Hello, hello. All right, we are going to jump right into 5 tips that you must include into your reels right now in order to see some crazy growth and some really great engagement. So, first and foremost, if you're somebody who is somewhat new to reels, this is going to be just a nutshell of a training, but I go into so much more details in my Instagram Reels training. It's over 6 trainings on how to create reels from start to finish with all of these juicy tips that I'm going to teach you right now, but in a little bit more detail on how you can implement them into your business. So, what tip number 1 is how to find trending audio, right? That is a buzzword we hear so much about, right? Make sure you use trending audio in your reels. While I think there is some truth to that, you can get more reach and more growth with that. I think the biggest priority should be using trending audio, but making sure that the reel is related to your business, your niche. You make sure the reel is related to you. Don't just copy a dance move. Don't just copy what you're seeing other people doing, because getting ideas from what people are doing and copying them are 2 very different things. And I never suggest copying someone's reel dance for dance or word for word. By all means, use these reels to get ideas, but do not be taking somebody else's property, because it's their property, right? So making sure that you're finding trending audio, and how you find trending audio is when you're searching the Reels section on your phone in the app or on your laptop or however you use Instagram. Make sure you see the audio will be on the bottom left and it'll have a diagonal arrow. That's how you know if a song is trending or not. Now, my biggest tip with using trending audio is making sure that when you click on that diagonal arrow, you notice and see how many reels have used that sound. If it's less than 10,000 reels, use it. If it's got more than 10,000 reels, it's not going to be trending for much longer. It's going to go real quick. So that is one of my biggest tips when it comes to finding trending audio that you really enjoy and you really like, and you have such a great idea how to use it for your business. Just make sure that that arrow that shows that it's trending, make sure it's less than 10K reels made with it. Now, another thing about the beginning process of creating reels, not only finding trending audio, but also using your voice. I'm going to take a dramatic pause. Use your voice. Your voice is powerful. Your voice is beautiful. You may not feel it right this second, but somebody who watches your reel, who's going to see you on the other end of it, is going to absolutely need what you have to offer. And because it's coming from you, not because it's coming from Sally Joe next door, it's coming from you, and it's coming in an authentic, true way that it's not dancing and it's not lip syncing and it's not. While there's a time and a place for that, if that's your personality, by all means, I love to dance. You may notice some of my reels contain some dancing. I love to dance. But it's important that if dancing is not you, if lip syncing is not you, then don't do it. Don't do it because everybody else is doing it. Hi. And it's easy to get stuck in that comparison hole, right? It's easy to think, oh, this is what they did. I need to do that too. That's not. Your voice is important and it needs to be heard. So making sure, okay, another tip, spicy tip coming at you. Even when you're using trending audio, you can turn that trending audio down very low so it still shows up under that trending audio page, but it's you talking. It's you giving some kind of value to your ideal customer and clients. You're welcome. And then after that, so we figured out how to start the Reels process through finding audio or creating your own with your voice. Now what you're going to do is you are going to, instead of saving audio, if you're using a trending audio, instead of saving it, start filming yourself. Start filming the ceiling. Film it just so you can have a little bit of a clip, and then you're going to save it as a draft. Instead of saving the audio to go back to and use, make sure you use the audio and then film a little clip so that when you get to the next page, you can put some notes that you have for that audio. Because I know if you're anything like me, you found a trending audio and you loved it, and then you went to go use it and you're like, what was I gonna do with this audio again? Like, I know I had a really great idea and I forgot. So making sure that you use the audio instead of saving it for later will allow you to put your notes, that will allow you to put some tips on the screen in the little clip that you took or in the caption section. Just put some notes down and then save it as a draft. So now you can go back to your drafts and create your reel from there with your tips and tricks already in the caption. And by all means, you can take that out, but at least you're not going to forget what that audio is going to be about. Mind blown, right, you guys? Some juicy tips here, some juicy tips. More where that came from. Next, after you save them to drafts, another key point that I really wanted to share is to make sure that you are using a hook. And what I mean by hook is you don't need to be fantastic with your transitions. By all means, there's some really easy transitions that I do share about in my actual training, my Instagram Reels training, but you don't need to be a professional. We all start somewhere, right? And so it's just important to start practicing. Now, my tip can be when you want to grab people's attention within the first 7 seconds of your reel, you want to do something crazy, right? Ooh, you want to do something crazy, wave your hand around, grab people's attention, and then jump right into your reel, your value that you're providing. It's really important that you jumpstart the value because you don't want people to scroll. We have attention spans of goldfish. So unfortunately, if you're not going to grab someone's attention right away, they're going to keep on scrolling. So you can do something visually, you can do something with captions right away in your reel, and then, in the text. And then in the caption, this is where you are going to put your hook, you are going to put your value and your call to action. All of your reels, all of your content should contain that 3-step model, and then post it. Hashtags, they have quite the reputation. Don't get hung up on hashtags. If you have a couple that you really like using, by all means, use them, especially if they're related to you, to your niche. However, you want your reel, your hashtags to be related to your reel. You don't want to talk about 5-minute recipes and it has nothing to do with that. You know, you want to attract people with those hashtags that are going to want to see your reel. So that is another step in the reel process. And then making sure you comment on every single comment. This is easier now in the beginning stages. As you start growing and getting really big, that may get a little harder. But one of the things that I pride myself in is making sure that you create that relationship. You create that connection with the people that are taking the time to comment on your posts, on your reels. Take that second, write them a nice comment. No, not just emojis, send them 4 or more words. That will tell the algorithm that you're creating a connection and will share each other's stuff to you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this really quick, impromptu, little mini Instagram Reels training. Thanks so much for watching.